We will now take up two specific mudras when we do pranayama and when we meditate. These mudras will be very useful. So in Sukhasana position, first let's understand what is Jnana Mudra, where you join the index finger tip with the tip of your thumb, as you can see in the screen, and gently place them onto your knees. And you sit straight with your head, neck and trunk in a straight line. And let your shoulders be relaxed. So this is what we call the Jnana Mudra, which is used during meditation. We will now cover the Vishnu Mudra, which is specifically meant for pranayamas. In pranayamas, we manipulate the breathing through the two nostrils. So to do that effectively, your index finger and your middle finger are bent in, as you can see, and then you will be using your thumb and your ring finger to manipulate the two nostrils. So when you need to breathe through your right nostril, you will press the thumb onto your left nostril and block it. And when you have to breathe through your right nostril, you will block the left nostril using your ring finger. So this is what we refer to as Vishnu Mudra. In this small session, we will be covering the 4 key asanas which are meant for meditation. One asana that we have been covering all the while is simple Sukhasana, where you place your body in a comfortable position. You have your feet positioned like this, about 6 inches gap over here. It may vary slightly from person to person. So this is what we refer to as Sukhasana, keeping the back straight, hands resting on the knees or thighs as you find comfortable, and you just relax. This is what we call the Sukhasana. The next asana is what we refer to as a Swastikasana, which is also useful for meditation as you move further, in which you lock your toes, let's say the right toes, in between this part of your thigh where the calf muscles and the thigh meets, and the left set of toes will get locked over here. So your body kind of gets locked, it's not able to open up, and you again sit in a straight posture, your hands resting on the knees and your head, neck and trunk in a straight line. It's a simple asana, it's a good asana if you are able to sit in this posture for a while. The Padmasana, which we have seen in some of the other asanas like Yoga Mudra, where you place one foot here and the other foot on top of it, is not generally recommended for meditation because in this what we call Moola Bandha is something that we cover in the advanced discussions on yoga. It is difficult to apply Moola Bandha in this Padmasana, and this is also a little bit more difficult to perform for a prolonged period. So this is the Padmasana that they talk about. Again, body has to remain straight in each of the asanas. The last one, which we refer to as the Siddhasana, accomplished pose. In this, we bring the heel of the left foot to the perineum. Perineum is the portion of the body where the spinal cord ends. And the spinal cord ends, how will you know? You're talking about the portion between the genitals and the anus, the excretory organ. Okay, so we place it there, we press it against that, and the right leg, the heel is placed above the genitals. Again, we lock it here and we lock it here. So essentially what we do in this is, if you talk about the chakras, the Mooladhara chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra, both are kind of locked over here with this position. Okay, this is what they call the Siddhasana, the accomplished pose. We have learned how to sit in a Sukhasana, where we have our legs in this position. But to be able to sit for a prolonged period, it's important, as we keep saying, that our head, neck and trunk should be in a straight line. So typically what should happen here is that our back should remain straight, and this should be in a straight line, so that when you sit down with your shoulders relaxed, you can sit in this posture for a reasonable period. Okay. Now, typically what happens is, because we have a bit of a problem in this part of the body, which may not be so free, after some time, typically our back will tend to arch like this, and we are unable to sit straight for quite some time. So this is where we can utilize a folded blanket, which comes to our help. So essentially, you can make as many folds as you may need, but if you can utilize a blanket to place it below your body like this, you will find that you are able to sit far more comfortably. You will see that your head, neck and trunk are in straight line. The shoulders will probably relax far more easily, and you will be able to sit in a meditative posture, because please remember that even the pranayama has to be done with your head, neck and trunk in a straight line. So it's important for us to be able to find a decent posture. For those who have serious problem in sitting comfortably in a cross-legged position like this, they can also sit on a chair. But what is important is that their back should remain straight. So one should not be taking the rest of the back. Either you sit on a stool if you can sit straight, or use a chair which has a fairly straight back. So that's about the asanas using a blanket. You can take as many folds of the blanket as you may find comfortable, But slowly, as you keep performing your stretching exercises and asanas, you will find that your thickness of the blanket will tend to come down. Okay? Right. Thank you all very much. Thank you.